Ready? Let's do it.
Welcome to the C&M Podcast.
What's up, baby? This your boy Uncle Mike right here.
Clark.
That's all you gonna do?
Just
Clark.
It's Clark.
Just Clark.
Very simple.
See, Uncle Mike is my Instagram name. So I'm
Okay.
I
ain't even know that.
And it's kind of like a persona too. I feel like a universal uncle in a way.
Yeah, because you got nieces and nephews.
Too many.
Yeah.
Too many.
Guy kids.
Hey, all that shit.
All that.
Yeah. All right, back to you, baby. We here at the C&M Podcast. We ready to get it popping. This is the first official episode. We will have to do a lot of editing. Hey, we not professionals yet, but we finna be on our shit, and hopefully y'all see a lot of us,
For sure.
All right. Let's kick it off with the topics. What we got for today?
All right. Let's go to it. Let's see. First, we doing a breakdown of what we wish to accomplish with the purpose of our podcast. So, I'm gonna let you start that.
All right. Let me see it. All right. So, we started this podcast, we had talked about it a little bit in our last video. We kind of been doing like a couple of, little practice runs and everything like that. Mm-hmm. And I just kind of was like, you know what can we talk about on the first one? Would it be something that's good for us? Mm-hmm. And how do we wish to influence our listeners with our opinions and perspectives, For me personally, I'll go first. I feel like I have a unique mind in a lot of ways, but I can also relate to a lot of people, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like all of our experiences may have been different, but there is a commonality between all of us, Mm-hmm. So I want to have my own perspective, my own life experiences, and I'm going off that viewpoint. But I feel like a lot of people will be similar in a way, and it may be one or two differences, but they'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, I know the same thing. It's kind of like that universal, like, black thing, like black people, black people, and,
Yeah.
like that's how I feel about it, you know what I mean? So what about you?
Man, I just feel like, we got a lot of similarities when it comes to talking about every subject, every topic. And, we naturally debate. We naturally spar with the words. And we was doing a lot, in Baton Rouge. Mm-hmm. And then, the older we get, of course, we like innovators. And I'm always thinking of new things. I'm always thinking of new ideas. And, I'm outgoing. So I was like, you know what? I think what me and Mike do off camera should be on camera. Like, I want to kind of let the world in to like our life when it comes to this type of stuff, because our conversation is very interesting. Like, we always catch ourselves with our quotes. Like, dang, you said that?
Yeah.
Like, dang, and then like I'm like,
like, damn, that shit was kind of profound.
Yeah,
like
that's
for real.
Every time though,
Yeah.
every time we do this.
And it's funny because just 5 minutes right before this, like, oh, you don't really take a lot of pictures. You don't be on camera that much. Mm-hmm. I do not be on camera a lot. I don't know. It's kind of weird to me. Like, looking back at myself, like, I live my life. I don't really care about how people look at me. I just live. So It's kind of weird when I have to judge my own self because it's something that I don't really care for other people to do. So, yeah. And I'm probably the most self-analyzing, over-analyzing person that I've met, so it's just now another thing I got to factor into it, so it'll be interesting.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I agree fully. You are pretty self-analyzing. Think you're your biggest critic times 10. I feel like that's why I had picked you to do the podcast with me. And actually, I think we should tell them how it came about. Remember that night?
Oh yeah, I definitely remember the night. You want to tell the story?
Yeah, I was up brainstorming. I like to brainstorm between the hours of like 2 and 5 a.m. because the world is quiet. It's not really a lot of sound on the road. Pretty much a lot of people be asleep, most people, especially during the weekdays, and that's the only time I can really free my mind and really clear my mind so I can like analyze my thoughts and really think about what I'm gonna do the next day or what I got going on. And I was like, you know, I just went in one of those moods to where I was trying to, you know, I need to come up with something new. It's time for a change. It's time for something different, you know. And I always like YouTube, you know. I always like YouTube. And like I said before, I like to debate and all that. So I was like, you know what? Who can I do this with? I ain't want to do it by myself. Like last time I tried it. You know, I had came to y'all with the YouTube ideas. And we tried it. We did it. It was pretty fun while it lasted. But I was like, I want to do something different this time. I want to do something that I'm going to be very unapologetic about. I'm not going to ever regret. And something I can just be real honest and open. And then a podcast came to my mind. And I was like, dang, I need to do that with Mike. And then I came with the name. And then, you know, I text you. And then, you know, you can tell him about that.
Well, like he just told y'all, he liked to be up at all type of hours of the night. Well, very rarely. Like, usually I'm waking up around this time. He woke me up, or he ain't wake me up. He hit me up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, talking about, hey, have you ever watched the C&M Podcast? And I was like, nah, you know, I'll check it out though. You know, I was like, I'm thinking I'm about to look it up or whatever. And he stopped me after I text, and he was like, oh, because we haven't made it yet. And like my mind was like, tsh. I was like, God damn, okay, I'm interested, you know.
For sure.
Like if you ever watch Django, Calvin Candy was like, first you had my attention, now you have my curiosity. So that's where I was with it. And I'm one of those people. I like to debate. I like to talk about certain topics that people may not like to talk about. People are, I feel like, either they're too insecure or it's too like confrontational for them, and they don't want to offend anybody. And here I am, like, you know, fuck it. Like, I'm probably gonna offend somebody along the way anyways. Like,
Exactly.
why not do it with the truth? You know, I'm not the type of person where I'm disrespectful or anything like that, but I'm gonna talk my shit. So it is what it is, you know.
Most definitely. And to add on, like as you were saying, like why worry about it? Why not just do it? Like you said, you're probably gonna offend somebody anyway. And another thing I want to add on to that, it's kind of like an amen to it. Life is unpredictable. You know, we here right now doing this, or you all maybe going through y'all journeys of life, and you know, no one knows the future. And I promise you, I told like an 11-year-old this the other day, she have seizures, and she said she always worry about them. She ain't had one in years. And I told her, I was like, what if you 20 years old and you look back to when you was 11, you was worrying all the time, and what if you never had one the whole time? And she was like, I never thought about that. And I said, what's the point in worrying? You know?
Oh, it's still recording. All right, go back to the happening. All right.
Yeah, I was like, what's the point in worrying? Because I want you to know it's 100% possible that you may never have another seizure ever again in your life. So worrying about it and thinking about it is not going to do anything but make you stress. There's no point in stressing at 11 years old, you know? And after I told her that, she just kind of like, I saw like happiness. And every time I see her, I always end our conversation with, no worries, right? She, no worries. And that's kind of how I live. Because like I said, life is unpredictable.
Hey, and as much as there's going to be negativity out there, I do believe we can bring some type of positivity to the world. We can influence somebody in a good way, because we're not like the Debbie Downers. We don't want to be negative all the time. We want some silver lining that everybody can come out on top and be proud of, you know. Sure. I hate to be around negative people all the time, so I don't want to be one of those people. So, I mean, if I can help somebody, if I can educate them, if I can give them that knowledge, to me, knowledge is not only power, knowledge is love as well, you know. So if I give you that knowledge, I'm showing my love. That's just how I do it, you know. So I feel like those are a couple ways that we can do, and those are some of the reasons why I'm doing this podcast right now. So
most definitely. And you know, I kind of want to like give y'all a rundown of, you know, what's to come, what to expect. The goal is to upload weekly. This Ep.1, it's the official episode 1. We're in a vehicle right now. We spontaneous. We're not always gonna be in the vehicle. You know, we might be in a room, might be outside sometimes. Sometimes we're gonna do interviews. We're gonna travel. Like I said, we're just gonna be ourselves. We're just gonna bring y'all along the journey.
Right.
And you know, I'm just excited. I'm excited about the whole thing. I'm excited to see how far it goes, and I'm excited to see it through to the end and never stop.
Yeah, I mean, for one, it's a little too damn cold. You know, we from the South. We from Louisiana.
Yeah.
We don't really have cold. We have we preheat. You know, like you know, the oven off. Like right now, the oven's just off. You know, we gonna get back to it probably in 2 more days. It'll be 80 degrees one day, and then it's gonna be 40, 30 degrees the next. So yeah, right now we just in preheat. We ain't started the oven. You know. So why are you interested in being interesting for the public opinion? And I hope that isn't losing anybody. So I'll break it down a little bit further. Why now? What about you has made you want to be like, you know what? I want to put my opinions out there. And like, of course, if we want to be a podcast, we want to be successful. We want viewership. We got to be interesting. You know, people ain't just gonna click on because, oh, look at these 2 guys, they're talking. Like, people don't care. It's a lot of fucking people out there that are doing the same shit that we doing. So
millions.
What about us is gonna be interesting to people besides what we've already claimed?
Well, like I said, I feel like the difference is when we spar and we have our debates and we talking about our subjects, it's never taken personal, but it's always educational. I learn something from you every time. You learn something from me every time. And if I can learn something from you and you can learn something to me, like the whole world can learn from both of us. And I feel like we helping people, like, because like I said, we're all humans. Like, we all go through the same things every day, you know? It's just like we walk in different paths of life. Like the guy that rode by on the bike. He just like us. It's no difference. We just in the car, he on the bike. You know, we just left the movie theater. He probably just left this little office store, you know? But we all on the same journey. I feel like if he could tell us something, you know, and it could help us, we would really be appreciative of that. And now we're living in an age of social media, of
fucking for real.
Like, it's not like in the 80s or whenever it was when you could just do this every day and you couldn't reach out to people like we can right now. Like, we can reach an like unpredictable, unlimited amount of people, you know? And who knows who's gonna watch this?
For real.
You know? And I feel like it's definitely, it's time at this point in my life. I feel like it's the best time to start.
And man, we'll probably have to do a whole nother episode as far as like the metaverse and social media and all of that. I don't know, I'm kind of scared. The Matrix finna come out. Tomorrow. That's what it remind me of. That's literally what it remind me of. The fucking Matrix, and we finna be birthed into some new society, and whatever the case, I'm gonna have to learn how to fight like Neo and this shit. So, but get back to the question. You kind of hinted on the latter part of that statement or that question, and public opinion, right? I feel like that's gonna help navigate us on like what we want to talk about and all the topics that we can talk about. So right now, you know, you talk about how I learn from you and you learn from me and those type of things. Well, we want to learn from y'all. So if we can learn from the public opinion, y'all can help us get better. I'm pretty sure, you know, a lot of people will be mean and all this and that, but hey, I take all information, you know, whatever it is. If I feel like it's not worth my time and my energy, hey, I'll throw it out, you know. But if it's something that like is educational and I feel like it can help me go along further, then I'm gonna process it, and I'm gonna be thankful, you know. So public opinion, I mean, that's gonna be real big to what we do from henceforward, you know.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
I agree with you on everything you said. And the last segment, what was it?
oh yeah,
bring it to the mic.
The first ever, baby.
Yeah.
Bring it to the mic.
Right.
Right now, I just want to bring y'all this segment, and this is my first time ever doing it, and that's why I'm so happy about it. Y'all, Bring It to the Mic is a segment where you get to come and answer tough questions. Like I said, I am confrontational. You get to come and you ask those questions or talk about those conversations that are really uncomfortable, but I want it to be like a judge-free zone, you know, a safe place, if you will. But I want us to actually talk about it. Don't try to like pull your punches and be polite and be politically correct and all that shit. I don't like to talk like that. I don't like to converse like that. I don't feel like we're gaining anything like that. So right now, I want to present you my first topic right now. And it's something that I feel like every man or even every person has went through. I'm sure it's a lot of women. I mean, hell, the women are the reason why we had this conversation. So the first topic is, let me reword it. When should you be allowed to talk to a friend or friend former's fling, right? So let's just say you had a guy, your brother, you know, your cousin, your homeboy, you know, they used to talk to the chick back in the day. Now, years later, however much time it's been, she interested in you, and you been thought she was attractive. And, you know, ain't nothing big, you know, you just want to lay some dick down. So how much time should you wait? If you should even do it at all? I want to know everybody's opinion on this one. And, hey, leave y'all comments down in the comment section. Hit me up. I want to know what everybody think about it. But right now, just between us two, what you got?
We definitely gotta give our opinion first. Me personally, you going off like people we know or people we met, or like?
I'm just talking about your grand philosophy on that topic.
Well,
how you feel about it?
I feel, you know, I always tell my dad this, and my brothers. I'm pretty sure I told you this before, and you know, everybody else we with. If I know you, and I've had a conversation with you, and you know, we shook hands or whatever, you know, we done dapped up, maybe we went to school together, maybe we done been in some situation or whatever, I will never talk to your ex-girl, ever. And let me give you the reasons, because I got reasons behind everything I do. The reasons is, it's literally way over millions of girls out there. Why would I pick the one that I know you used to talk to?
Okay.
Or my brother, or anybody else. Other than, I just want to see what that was like. I want to see what he had, you know? I just want to see why he was so excited. I want to see what made Mike so happy with her. It has to be like, I got to experience it for myself, and that's just not in me, you know? It never has been. I wasn't raised like that. I just go to somebody else. Like, I just get online. Like I told y'all, social media is really like the biggest network ever. Like, you can go, you can reach somebody in London, and we're in Louisiana.
Right at your fingertips, my nigga.
Right at your fingertips. So why would I, in my heart, go over there and just like, yeah, I'm finna pursue that? I've never done that, and I never will until the day I die. It's not gonna happen. That's my opinion about it, and that's why I wanted to give y'all a reason to. I didn't want to just say it and leave like that. But yeah.
All right, I got a couple things on that. We got to unpack that fully, right?
Right.
Man, can I tell you, I kind of like when we disagree on some shit, because I definitely disagree right now.
Oh, yeah.
All right, but only for a couple reasons. So, for one, girlfriends or ex-girlfriends are only off the table if I fuck with you. Like, I'm talking about not like no, hey, what up? You know, I know this nigga, or know of that nigga. No, if I don't know you, if we ain't cool, if I don't call you my brother, if I don't, you know, if we ain't chilling like that, of course I'm gonna be respectful. You know, if somebody in a relationship, period, I'm not with it. You know, I done heard too many niggas killing niggas for their girl. Hey, I like living.
We done witnessed it.
I like living.
Yeah.
But also with that, if it's a girl who, you know, is interested in you, you've been interested in her, and she don't talk to anybody that you cool with, the way I grade it, you know, like I just said, I got my brothers, I got my friends, real close friends.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's a dude I went to high school with 10 years ago, if it's a dude I saw once at the gym and was like, hey, what's up, and did a head nod, dude, she free game. And even for me, like, I wouldn't be mad at you if you talked to my ex-girl, unless you was my boy and, like, you knew how I felt about her, you know? And that's another thing. That's one of the main things about this topic that I wanted to talk about, right?
Mm-hmm.
It be niggas that be real tender, and they won't tell you. All right? And I want you to, you know, when you're doing your editing, I want a little zoom in on that part right there. So it be niggas literally with they bitch, claiming that they not they hoe. Excuse me, all the bitches and the hoes. It be niggas with they girls.
Right.
And they claim that, oh man, she just some little girl that I used to talk to, you know, she ain't nothing, whatever.
I see where you're going.
But will be mad as soon as you talk to her, or feel some type of way. Hey, you know, girl, hey, who you used to talk to back in, you know, 12. Hey, I'm talking to her in 21, and niggas will get salty. Like, oh, I thought you I thought you were just hitting it. That's all I'm gonna do, hit it. You know, I ain't trying to wife her.
Exactly.
You know, but a nigga be a little salty, they're tender, and they, you know, they get a little mad about it. So my opinion on it, you know, if they not my close friend, associate, or anything like that, I feel like it's free game. All right. Also with that, the fling, I feel like if the fling or the girl that you know, used to do the business with, if it's not current, time has passed, let's just say he done got another girlfriend, he done fucked 10 girls since.
Right.
I don't feel like the emotional attachment should be there. And I don't feel like, you know, a dude should get in his feelings or feel some type of way if I would have talked to that girl. Now, it's not like I'm just saying like, oh man, I want what he had. I want to know what he, no, ain't even about that. It's about, oh, that ass was looking right. She cute as hell. She fine. She flirting with me. I want to see what it's like. And what's funny is I've never gone after a girl that any of my boys or people have like had some type of relationship with. But it gets brought to me quite a lot, you know, more than I'm comfortable with, really. But that's my opinion on it. You know, if it's no existing relationship, or I feel like existing relationship as far as my knowledge, because here's the most important thing. You have to have that relationship. Right. Like, you have to have that relationship with your brother to you can go to him and be like, hey, old girl hit me up. And this has happened, like, literally in the last 2 weeks.
Oh,
you know,
most definitely.
Like with me, like 2 weeks.
I believe you. I can see it.
Where the relationship has happened, and I had to go talk to my brother and be like, hey man, you know, old girl hit me up. How you feel about it? If you don't want me to talk to her, I won't. Like you said, there's millions of other people in the world, and getting a girl is, you know,
shouldn't be no problem for us.
Ain't no problem
at all.
Ain't no problem. So, you know, I'm good without it. I'm good with it, you know.
Yeah.
But it's all about that conversation. You got to have that transparency. If you got somebody who is lying and trying not to, you know, they try to step around the issue, then you'll never get anywhere. And, you know, hey, that's your segment to bring it to the mic. You know, would you like to wrap it up?
I want to respond
to closing regards. Oh, go ahead.
I got to respond to that.
My bad. Go ahead.
I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I understand where you're coming from. Like with me, okay, let's go out. We from the same town. We from a small town, like no more than 7,000 people at the most.
And that's just another factor that you have to put in.
Yeah,
you know, like it's not that many people around our age.
That's why I said if I know you or somebody I know, it's easy. You know what I'm saying? Now when we went to BR, you know, in a bigger city and stuff, like I know no one, so it's easy to talk to girls, and it's nothing because I know none of y'all know anybody I've known. You know what I'm saying? So it's basically like a hometown thing, you know. Unless like I done met somebody, you know, with your, you know, we met people, you know, like you done met people with your jobs and stuff. And you're probably like, nah, I ain't gonna, you know. And another thing is like if they ever, like you said, they'll come at you. They came at me too. But what my response would be, I assist them immediately. Oh, what's up, sis? Oh, yeah, you on there? All right, cool. Well, shit, I'm finna hit up my boy, you know, or whatever, you know. And, oh, yeah, yes. I know you ain't know, but now you know. That's my dog. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I sis him immediately.
Hey, and I had to do that in BR, actually. Mm-hmm. Remember we went to the bar that one day, and I walked away, and there was 3 people left there talking to you. Mm-hmm. And one of them was working that night. The one that was working that night, you talked to our homeboy. She was trying to get at me.
Oh, wow.
And Mo edited that out. And, you know, my homeboy was like, hey, you know, yeah, I used to hit that. I'm trying to hit it now. Right. Like, oh, I'm going to back off.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know?
For sure. That's why I say it's not like, it's 100,000 dudes I know. You know what I'm saying? That then, you know, like, all I do is go to New Orleans or California or anywhere else other than our hometown. Like, it's like, it's free game, you know? So that's why I go like that. Like, it's literally millions of other people, you know? So that's all. That was my only response. But we got a bonus for y'all. Now that's done, unless you wanted to respond to it.
Oh, yeah. That's perfect. What we got?
We just saw a movie. And, you know, I feel like a perfect way to end this, like I said, we go off real things. This is exactly what we just did. So we really, you know, when you just see something, you can give your authentic reaction. So we about to actually do, the bonus is a reaction to the movie we just saw. Right. And it was No Way Home. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Spider-Man. And
yeah, 2 grown ass men can go see Spider-Man. Ain't nothing to it.
For sure.
All right, and I'm not ashamed of it. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Don't bring that type of energy to this room right now.
Or bring it. It don't matter. Like, you know, hate, like, whatever you're gonna do. We just giving our opinions, you know?
Right.
So I'm gonna let you go first.
Well, man, I give the movie an A for sure. A+ only because my emotions got tied into it. I feel like anytime where the actors can do a great enough job to convince you of the role and pull you into it and kind of like submerge you into feeling the way that they wanted you to feel, man, you did a great job with your movie, you know. And it had a couple points of that. If you haven't watched it, hey, just turn this part off because I'm finna spoil some shit for you. All right, I gotta
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, right here,
right now.
So in the movie, of course, a little small breakdown. It's right after the Spider-Man Homecoming. Which one was it?
I think that's
right after it's the third one. Whatever.
In London, right?
Yeah. So they get back. The dude kind of exposed who Spider-Man was, and he was like, you know, Spider-Man is evil. So he go back, and now everybody is against him. They even got the nigga Jameson or whatever the fuck his name is. Triple J. I'm gonna call him TJ. They got TJ on there from the original first live action Spider-Man when he was going against Peter Parker, played by Tobey Maguire. They got that one on there. So they kind of like antagonize him. They make him the evil guy or questionably evil guy. So now he has to go to Doctor Strange and be like, hey, can you make everybody forget who I was? They end up altering a spell and it goes bad. And now they pulled in every character from every previous movie, including Jamie Foxx's character. What was his character name? Like Electro? Yeah, Electro or something like that. The lizard guy from that series. Dr. Octavius, what's Green Goblin name?
Osborn? Dr. Osborn?
Yeah, Dr. Osborn. All these different characters, right? Saying, man, they pull in all those different people. And if you got to have the villains, hey, you got to have the hero as well.
You have to.
So now they pulled in, what is his name? Garfield? A dude named Andrew Garfield, whatever. But anyways, the Spider-Man that came out after the first series, the one that came out on Sony, he came back, and Tobey Maguire came back, and you know they got 3 Spider-Mans and everything like that. And man, it was just a great cinematic experience, you know, and I truly enjoyed it. I felt like a kid again. Like, you know, I should have had my popcorn ready, you know.
For sure.
So it was great, man. I loved it.
And my opinion on it is I'm not gonna do any spoilers, you know, because like I told you before, I'm pretty sure I told you before, like I hate looking at previews because the comments, they always spoil it, man. Like a preview of a movie, and it's people online that literally be knowing the movie before it come out. Like they'll say some stuff. I don't know how they get this information. Maybe they're assuming, but it'll be exactly right. So I always don't look at no comments. So I hate spoilers. That's why I yelled out spoiler alert, you know?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be fair with the audience.
Well, you know
and
what?
you did too. You told them. You said you're gonna spoil it.
Yeah. And you know what? It do be people that know the fucking movie.
I wonder how.
Like I'm talking about like events that's gonna occur and all that type of stuff.
You didn't experience that too.
Oh, too much. I'm
Exactly.
turning my head around because it's light. The sun done left us, y'all. It's falling now. We try to get out of here, but
we like 30 minutes in.
But it's just one little thing to be online and it like kind of show you like, oh, Marvel movies, this is what's gonna happen. And it was like what Doctor Strange is gonna do, what everybody's gonna do. But
yes, exactly.
I kind of want to like talk about like the heartfelt part of it, and I know, again, spoiler alert. I want to talk about that, and you gotta wait for it to come on. You know, this is why we got to get the fuck out of my car, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
We need to light, you know, but we got plans on that. We working on that. We gonna get back to y'all.
We got some good stuff.
All right,
coming.
But yeah. So, not to be too negative, I recently lost a family member, and I'm watching the part where Peter Parker and Aunt May got cut. You know, so now she's about to die. You know,
right?
And everything like that happened. So, of course, she go through the line just like Uncle Ben. You know, it's an alternate universe, but there's gonna always be parallels between those universes. You know, so she goes and she tells him, you know, with great power becomes great responsibility, just like Uncle Ben told both of the Spider-Mans and everything. And with me losing a family member that's real close to me, I was like, just like with Spider-Man and they have their parallels, I had my parallels. You know, I had to watch somebody go through that same thing. And y'all, I'm gonna tell the truth, I cried. You know, I ain't afraid of it. I'm talking about like, I wasn't boo-hooing or nothing. You know, I don't do that. I am an ugly crier though. I have realized that. But I'm in a theater, I got a long tear just running wet down my face. I'm pretty sure the theater light was just had it glistening and shining, and somebody was looking at me and be like, this grown ass nigga crying from a Spider-Man movie. Hey, I was crying, but other shit was going on. All right? Don't judge me. All right? Judgment free zone. All right?
For sure.
But yeah, man, that part got me. What about you?
Man, and just to kind of comment on what you're saying right now, rest in peace to your mother.
Appreciate it, bro.
No problem. And when I saw her die, I literally thought about that, because you know you was beside me, and I know what you just went through not long ago at all, and I was like, man, this gotta be hard for Mike, you know, this gotta be like super hard. But you was holding it together good. You know, I didn't even know you cried. I had no idea.
You know, I hide my emotions well, and I think it's like a trait that, you know, most men I know have. And I don't know, vulnerability is not my strong suit. I can be strong, you know, in a lot of things. I can bench a lot of weight. I can do a lot of different things. I can withstand a lot of, you know, things, but you know, when it came to my mom, you know, it's way different, way different. You know?
Oh yeah,
so, yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to, you know, put that out there since, you know, kind of brought it up. So you know, I couldn't just. And
I wasn't gonna, you know, talk about it, but it's cool.
Hey, we be honest on here.
Yeah.
You know?
No, you know,
that's why
it's just, you know, I don't want to be the Debbie Downer like they say.
Right.
You know, I don't want to be negative or anything.
Well, you know, it's no such thing as being negative if you're being honest. And
true.
Another point to that is, when I was saying earlier, we're all kind of the same. Like when I was giving y'all an example, people who watching this done lost their mom as well. Right. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Today.
You're right.
Or yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So they need to see this. They need to see that you can make it through this, that you can somehow live without them.
Right.
As hard as it may be, you can go on.
Right.
And they would want you to go on. You know, like I said, I lost someone, my grandfather. You know, I was real close to as well. You know, not to go too far off subject, but you know, I had to honor your mom. You know, I had to kind of give the respects because you know, you're my boy. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that, bro.
For sure. You know,
Real talk. Appreciate it.
But
I just want to say to everybody, you know, that kind of like maybe going through an experience where you lost somebody. I know that 2021, 2020, it began in 2019, really, for a lot of people.
Honestly.
Y'all, my heart go out to y'all. And, you know, it's a struggle, you know, but it's one worth fighting for. I know that my mom wouldn't want me to fret or, you know, be sad and like kind of just sit back and like take all these different things and not fight, you know. You know, people come in, you know, they think about suicide and all these other different things, but those aren't the answer, you know. The answer is to keep going, you know, stride through it. Even when it's tough, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard, you got to keep going. And that's my message to y'all, especially going through after I go through. That's why I can't do the negative, you know. I got enough negative shit in my life I'm going through. I don't need any more, you know. So I got to create my own happiness. And I'm hoping everybody else that's watching this doing the exact same, you know. So I send out my love, I send out my prayers, and I hope everybody is learning to deal with, accept, and maintain that peace that they have them, or create that peace that they need, you know. So, yeah.
Oh, for sure. And my opinion, it's kind of irrelevant now when it comes to like what we're talking about. Yeah. I think we should just end it right there. Yeah. Honestly.
Well, hey, let's end it right there, man. I feel like there was a great, you know, definitely. Ep.1. We got off our chests, like everything we wanted to talk about, and
for sure.
You know, I feel like I'm gonna go back and watch this, and I'm gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's something that I would go and watch if I was on, you know, how you scroll through Facebook and all the different people, you know. Exactly. I'd be like, oh shit, what they talking about? You know what I mean? Two black dudes in the car talking about
it's gonna be in
life
in
and
the
all
name
that
of
shit.
It. Like, we gonna kind of let y'all know in the name of it, like what we talking about, so y'all can see what y'all going into. We want y'all just go in blind, just like they in the car. I want y'all to like really see like what's going on with us, and this is what's going on. And we got the same type of car, so I knew that. Yeah.
You know, that music gonna pop on, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I hope y'all enjoyed. Please share. But yeah, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to the C&M Podcast, and you know, we'll see y'all next week. I hope y'all have a blessed week. Hope y'all prosper in everything y'all do, and keep your head up, man. And don't let nobody get you down to where you're gonna stop doing what you're doing, man. Just keep going. I promise you it's gonna work out. I promise you.
Facts. Hey, this your boy Uncle Mike.
This Clark.
Holla at me. Love y'all. Peace.